We're already late, and I haven't even started the freaking, like, 1 minute ad break yet. Alright, can we do it now? Can we do it now? Can we do it now?
I can't tell you anymore because I downloaded
There it goes.
They made a new extension that specifically blocks Twitch ads to bypass the anti-ad block thing Twitch implemented.
Heck yeah. I probably shouldn't be cheering that on as someone who, like, actually does want to make money on Twitch at some point, but heck yeah.
It does tell me that it's currently blocking ads though.
Oh,
I
nice.
can tell you. Yeah, so I can tell you when it's done doing that, I guess.
I can't tell. Like, I was watching through Depper's Doki Doki Literature Club playthrough, and I can't tell you how many times, like, it got to a point where someone would say something, or, like, a scare would happen, or whatever, and an ad would pop up as it was happening. As had to be like, well, I guess I'm not seeing his reaction to this then.
Not live, at least. You could always watch the VOD.
Yeah, but I'm already watching live. Going back to watch through the VOD for that's really annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Twitch. By the way, it's done. Ooh.
Oh, is it done? Oh, okay, I guess we just got that, yeah.
Looks like it.
Oh boy, did you hear that Twitter's gonna make people pay a monthly fee for verified accounts?
Yeah.
Oh boy, that sure sounds dumb. It'd be really unfortunate if they actually went through with it and then went horribly and the site died and Elon lost all his money.
I honestly, I would love it if Twitter just died and like somebody made a new social media platform and everybody just moved to it.
Yeah. Well, it's been less than like a week and he's already starting to crunch employees and do all this dumb, ridiculous, stupid bull. It's so bad already. Like, holy crap. Holy crap.
Yeah. Like that, I like that there's a, in response to the backlash, Elon tweeted out an image that, from what I was reading, somebody else made, and he didn't retweet. He just took it and posted it as his own. And it was it's like one of the meme template things where it's like the guy like yelling angrily or whatever at like the verification mark for $8. And then they're like looking at a $8 Starbucks drink, all happy and everything.
Oh yeah, of course he stole it.
Yeah, and it's like, Elon, you don't understand the problem, do you?
Here's the thing. I don't think it's not that he does understand. I think that it's that, like, this deal cost him a lot of money. And, like, it's going to look really bad if he has a loss on it, so he's desperate to make up the money by basically e-begging any way he can. That's basically what this is. This is just him being like, no, please play along, guys. Just give me money for nothing, please.
He's not getting any money out of me, whether it be for anything the site offers or ads.
$8 for a poor billionaire so I can keep the heat on in my private luxury yacht.
Yeah. Also, anybody could just become verified, I guess. You could just snipe somebody's name and then get the verified thing by paying for it. And it's like, hey, I'm that actual person.
Oh man, all I think of is, I think I saw on Postus a bit back in response to it, but it's just like a bit in South Park where it's like, oh yeah, yo, this is like the house of, like, I forget, it was like some rapper or whatever. And it's like, yo, he used to be able to, like, afford all kinds of things, and his little son, he was gonna give him a gold-plated, like, football this year, but now that, people have been pirating his music, he can't only afford to get him a silver played football. And, the kids are just crying. They're like, no, we didn't, no, we didn't, no. We had no parting would, hurt rich people so much.
Oh no. Think of the rich people.
It's like, this guy's gonna give little Timmy a luxury private island this year. He was really looking forward to that private island condo for Christmas. Now I'll just have to sell for a luxury yacht with a swimming pool. And Stan's like, say it ain't so! Oh, man. So should we talk about Digimon, I guess?
Sounds good to me.
So hey, welcome to the Anispective cast, where we talk about things that don't happen in Digimon for an hour.
We talked for less than 5 minutes on this one, I think.
This episode, Skull Sadamon shows up, and he's more of a problem than he needs to be, and everyone beats him, and it means nothing because they lose anyways.
Yep. It's dumb. I think this is the most annoying version of it. Because there's a whole thing where it's if we band together we can fight them off and we'll save our town and everything. And then everybody bands together and fights them off and they defeat Skull Sadamon. And then freaking Dynasmon shows up out of nowhere, or Crusadermon, I don't know, whichever one shows up and just bombs the thing and takes it. And it's so that was all for nothing. They couldn't save their town even though they teamed up.
Maybe if we just team up against the Royal Knights. So here's the thing. This is extra annoying to me as a message. Because these guys know the Village of Beginning was destroyed. The Village of Beginning just does not exist anymore. Any of these Digimon that put their lives on the line and died for this, they're just gone. They're fucked. They're gone forever.
Well, I'm pretty sure that once the Village of Beginnings is restored, when they win, everything goes back to normal. But still,
if they win,
as of right now, they're just kind of floating in limbo.
Because of course, we all know how this is gonna go. They're eventually gonna, win and restore everything. But it's as far as everyone's concerned in universe, it's this is the most irresponsible bullcrap you could possibly do.
Yep. I should have rewatched these episodes. I feel like there's stuff I wanted to say and I just forgot.
I feel I glanced back through them, there was not that much going on. I
can tell you this much. I didn't need to know that Elecmon shoots lightning out of its butthole.
Oh, yeah. I feel like I've probably mentioned this before, but you know who Daramon is? The, bird with the big flower on its butt? The big, bush with plants?
Yeah.
Yeah, his special move is, it's Egg Breaker or something, and he, turns around and shoots eggs out of his butt.
But that's laying eggs. This Electromon's thing is he's spraying you like a skunk.
Here's the thing though, because if you play Digimon World 2, you can make that special attack be any animation you want. You can make him shoot anything out of there. Fire, electricity, ice, literal poop.
Fantastic.
There's an enemy who is a Daramon on their team as a boss fight, and they specifically chose to shoot poop at you with their Daramon's egg-laying attack.
Of course.
There's this is not even as bad as it gets. Freaking Fire Breath on Daramon is hilarious, because you just see a little fire animation come out of his butt, and it cuts to, multiple Digimon just exploding in giant pillars of flames. Jeez. But yeah, the Skull Sadamon, they're attacking Flame Village, and we gotta save it, guys. Flame Village is so important. It's such a big deal. It's so nostalgic, guys. And they get there and they beat the Skull Sadamon her attacking. And I'm like, oh, okay. Why the crap weren't we doing this earlier and having the heroes fight the Royal Knights minions instead of the Royal Knights themselves? Because
up until this moment, we didn't even know they had minions.
Yeah, it's like, because of course, the heroes aren't good enough to stop them yet, because, if they could, there would be no plot. But it's like, at least this way they can kind of get a win in, even though Skull Sadamon's an ultimate, so this is kind of lame still. But whatever. At least they manage to beat something.
Okay, so they're an ultimate, so are you saying, like, they shouldn't have had as much trouble?
They should not have had nearly as much trouble with these things. I know there's, like, 3 of them, but it's like, yeah.
I was gonna say, I'll excuse it a bit in saying that there's 3 of them.
Yeah, not the worst scenario, but it still does kind of irk me a bit.
Yeah. This episode is the perfect opportunity for the heroes to get a win.
I get there's, like, a message they're trying to push, but no, this should have been, like, Skull Sadamon shows up, and, maybe there's some, like, trouble where they have to, like, rescue a party member or something to get their spirit. It's like, everyone just evolves, and they just curb stomp the heck out of these guys. And, they're like, yeah, see, we, like, all fused our spirits together to fight as a team, and we did it. And that should have been the episode.
Isn't there a weird part where they start losing for some reason? Like, not decisively losing, but, like, it seems like Skull Sadamon's actually turning the tables, and it's like, what?
Yeah, because they're fighting 2 Skull Sadamon, and it's, like, fairly even for no real reason, and a 3rd Skull Sadamon just pops out of nowhere, and it's like, oh yeah, the Skull Sadamon brothers are, like, 3 of them, and they start actually winning against, like, the heroes, and it's like, come on.
Yeah,
At least when Skull Sadamon was, like, beating Imperial Dramon, it may have been of sense, because, he's, like, really fast, so, even though it's kind of dumb, it's like, alright, at least, he's fast enough that, like, I can kind of buy that he's, like, just whacking him around like this, because he's a big, bulky dragon.
Yeah.
Although that was also kind of dumb looking back. I think at the time I just assumed Skull Sadamon is a Mega, and boy, he is not.
Almost, but no.
Nah. I will say, at least, if nothing else, he's at least been pretty consistently depicted as a fairly up-there ultimate. So, not the worst, but yeah.
Yeah. My thing is, he doesn't look like he'd be a very strong ultimate.
Yeah, he's like a weird skeleton demon, man.
Yeah, at least I don't think so. As far as, like, powerful-looking Digimon go, he looks like he should be a champion to me.
Man, honestly, I kind of disagree. I think he fits the ultimate aesthetic well enough. Like, he's a bit more complex than a champion. And I can get your point, though. He's not, like, that crazy looking, right?
There's more to him than the skeleton, just the skeleton design. But I see skeleton and I'm like,
Yeah, fair enough.
It's just a skeleton. And like, exceptions go to something like the skeleton of a dragon or like a skeleton made out of especially thick bones.
Yeah, he could look like crazier. I can get behind that. He can look like way nuttier for how strong he's meant to be.
Yeah.
If nothing else, at least in this fight, we get this really crazy moment where, like, Emperor Greymon just starts choking one of these things out and just strangling it to death. It's like, jeez.
Yeah, there we go. That's the good stuff.
It's like,
strangle him to death.
We're just gonna, like, murder this effing thing. Man, now that I'm looking at this, the, like, weird bit is, like, elbow is so just... This is a weird shot.
Yeah. Don't wait, whose elbow?
Emperor Greymon's, yeah, look at the end of his like, gauntlet, yeah. The end of his gauntlet and his, like, pauldron also looks really weird.
Just how it's, like, bending?
Yeah, it's like his shoulder thing looks way too small, and it's a weird angle, and it's like his shoulder armor's going. It looks very odd, yeah.
Hmm.
Oh well, I'll forgive it. If I didn't notice it while watching, it's probably fine.
Yeah, I didn't. But yeah, pretty whatever episode. They beat the Skullsatamon and then they lose to the Royal Knights because of course they do.
We got through that entire episode in like 15 minutes. This does not bode well.
There's not much to say.
It's like, I don't know, thoughts on a bunch of rookies and baby Digimon overpowering an ultimate that even the heroes struggled with in their strongest souped up super forms.
Sure, why not? There was a bunch of them.
I think it was pretty dumb, honestly. It's like, oh yeah, power of teamwork, but we're not going to use it to beat the Royal Knights because then there would be no plot, so oh well, I guess it doesn't matter.
Well, they're megas.
Yes, and these are ultimates.
Yeah.
Oh man, this arc is dumb. This arc is really, really dumb.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna merge this in the next episode together because what is there even to say about this?
I like the Gatsumon in this series.
I'm gonna be real, he's kind of annoying. I didn't really care about him that much.
I like him. He's like, oh, these guys destroyed my home. I want revenge. Let me help you fight. And then he goes in against Ultimates and starts beating them up.
Yeah, it's really dumb.
Great.
It's like, I should have looked into this. Isn't, like, Nightmon's armor Chrome Digizoid?
What isn't made of Chrome Digizoid?
It's like the strongest, like, it's a material so strong that it's like more powerful than any material found in the real world and by like every metric. And this little rock goblin is just knocking these things apart like it's nothing.
I mean, he's clearly rookie. He's clearly so strong of a Gatsumon that he jumps to ultimate.
I hate it.
I love it. He's great.
It's like, do we even really need him here for this episode? I don't think he really does anything. He's just like, oh, I want to help and I don't want to be a burden. And,
he literally opens black holes and deletes Nightmon.
Jeez.
Yes, he does something.
I don't know. I feel like I would have actually preferred it if, like, Magna Grumon was just, like, take out Nightmon left and right on his own and was just that strong, you know? Just give the heroes something.
You're just mad because it's Gatsumon.
I'm mad because it's a rookie, and I'm also mad because it's Gatsumon. Screw Gatsumon. Just, if this thing just, like, evolved into Golemon consistently and crap, I would have so fewer problems with him.
Golemon can't open up wormholes and just delete Nightmon.
Yeah, but he's a big rock monster. He can punch things.
And then they would just get back up.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of the Nightmon, is that they can't get rid of them because they won't stop reassembling. And that's why he turns into Meteormon and just erases them.
Yeah, have, like... It wouldn't even be Golemon. What's, like, Golemon's, like, ultimate form? Like, Gogmamon, I think?
Volcamon?
Yeah, Volcamon's another one, yeah. Okay, yeah, Gogmamon, yeah.
Gogmamon?
He should just turn to Gogmamon and punch these things apart, and then Magnagrumon should finish off the pieces as they're, like, trying to reassemble. Yeah, that would work.
What is this thing?
Yeah, it's Golemon's evolution.
Huh.
Yeah, Golemon, Gogmamon, and then Bancho Golemon, I think? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna, like, check. There might be, like, an alternate Megaform for him. Because it's, like... Golemon, Gogmamon... Blastmon, that's it, yeah.
Blastmon?
Yeah, he turns into a big golem made of crystals. It's actually really cool.
Oh, right. I remember seeing Bancho Golemon at some point and thinking it was kind of weird.
Yeah. Honestly, I respect Bancho Golemon, yo. Weird design, but hey, you have a big rock drill on your arm. I can get behind that. I don't care. Blastmon's pretty neat. I stand Blastmon.
I'm having trouble
yeah.
telling what I'm looking... Oh, okay, I see. There's his hands. He's got like a cape. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he has like a big crazy like diamond crystal bite that just explodes into spikes at the top. It's like, yeah, this is like exactly why we expect like a golem evolution line to be, yo. You start as a little rock guy, you become a big rock guy, you become an even bigger, crazier rock guy, and then you become like pure crystal or some crap. It's like, yeah, makes perfect sense. Apparently this thing's like a villain in X-Ross Wars, so that's going to be both interesting and frustrating in equal measure. This is freaking Tactomon, which I'm kind of curious what the deal even is, but I guess it'll be exactly what I think. So yeah, this episode... everyone just sort of is like, hey, we need to stop those royal knights, and they're gonna attack Seraphimon's castle. And
which makes sense. Of course they would hide the data there. It's a fairly secure location under normal circumstances.
Man, this would be a good episode for Paimon to evolve or something. Like, Paimon just jumps straight up to MagnaAngemon and just uses Gate of Destiny on these things. That'd be rad. That would, like, honestly be so much better if this was the Paimon episode.
Yeah. There's a weird moment, like, where Sorcerymon, like, his data appears to save the kids.
Yeah. There's a weird bit where it's like, alright, they go into the castle and they find the data, and it's like, it's the statue, right? It's like, yo, it's the statue of the three great angels, and everyone looks at it and immediately is just like, shows this goofy, rubbery face of like Dark Cherubimon, and Pokemon's like, oh, what? And he's like, oh, right, no, it's just a statue. And as you see the statue, it starts as like Dark Cherubimon's face, and then it shifts over to Cherubimon Good.
It could be that that's just their only reference for him was Dark Cherubimon, and so that's what they saw initially.
Oh yeah, that's totally what it's meant to be, but it's just a really weird way of like doing it. Man, if nothing else, at least freaking like the Royal Knights have like a clever little like plan moment of like, okay, yeah, we can't break through this barrier, so let's like go to the top where all the points of the barrier like connect and it's at its weakest and try and like blast through that. And you know, they have to slowly kind of like wear it down. And it's like, okay, yeah, this makes sense as something that would be like a deterrent for them, and it also looks good on the villains for, you know, being smart enough to find a way around it. Yeah, I respect that.
Yeah. Also, the barrier just lets the kids in, because of course it does. They're the good guys.
Yeah, of course it does. Oh, man. But yeah, freaking Meteormon, huh?
Yeah, he deletes those Nightmon.
He sure does. Man, what happened to teamwork is like the strongest and coolest, you know? Like,
He's
all those
fighting
Nightmon
along.
were working together super hard, and this guy just wrecks them all in one go.
He's fighting alongside Koji.
Yeah, they just does the attack by himself. Oh, man.
Also, Meteormon's freaking huge.
Yeah, it's just Love Gatsumon, but we changed his color and he's a bit bigger.
A bit. Dude, Magna Garurumon's gigantic. So look how big he is next to him. I think Magna Garurumon's like crouching here, but still.
Yeah. Oh, man. Jeez, take out freaking Nightmon with Angry Rock of all things.
Yeah. I prefer Rock Fist. I think Angry Rock is a dumber attack name.
It sure is.
Although Rock Fist is also dumb in its own regard, because when you see Gatsumon use it, he usually shoots rocks out of his head.
Never forget Marching Fishes, a move so weak it's not even grammatically correct. Man. Just... It probably doesn't help that one of my first points of reference is Digimon World 3, where there's just a random Nightmon outside the gates to, like, the starting town in another server, keeping you out, and every time you try to fight him, he just has, like, max stats, and you physically cannot hurt him, because he just takes, like, 1 damage, if you can even hit. And, like, every time he attacks, he one-shots your Digimon. That Nightmon was nuts. That guy was a friggin' problem.
Yeah, it's weird how often Nightmon is depicted as this, like, super unstoppable Digimon.
I mean, yeah, because he's, like... All he is he's a really big fighter wearing, like, just unstoppable, like, super armor, wielding, like, the biggest sword possible, and he just slowly walks up and then wrecks your shit. Like, Nightmon is just like, you can't hurt him, and he does the most damage. And unless you can just take a cleaver to the face, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, I just think it's weird how strong he's depicted, considering he's not even a mega. Which
Yeah.
ultimates are strong. Don't get me wrong. It's kind of odd.
Man, I love Nightmon a lot. Nightmon's cool.
And then he can turn into either Crusadermon or Leopardmon.
Yeah. And honestly, I don't care that much for Leopardmon. Crusadermon's a good pick. Crusadermon's a good upgrade. It's like, hey, power go up, and now you're fast. Let's go. Oh, man. But yeah. I think Gladiomon's pretty good too. Gladiomon's a good boy.
Mm.
I don't know if you've already seen that one, but it's Nightmon's pre-evolution, which is a champion Digimon.
I think I've probably seen it.
It's just a little ball knight dude with, like, twin rapiers, and he's just really neat.
Gladimon. Oh yeah, he's cool. I like him. I do. Okay, so as far as, like, the Royal Knights just beating them every time and taking the data, because of course they do it again in this episode, right?
Right.
Like, at the very least, they're fighting them, and, like, the kids get careless, and it's like, oh, Takuya's fighting Dynasmon, and they both shoot an attack at each other, and Takuya's like, "Ha, you missed," and he's like, "I wasn't aiming for you," and it's like he shot the thing where the data's being kept, and it's like, good one, Takuya. At least Dynasmon did something smart to earn it.
Man, I had to ask the question again, and I'm going to ask this a lot probably, is like, why aren't the kids at least getting better at this? Like,
I don't know.
because if they're at least, like, getting, like, stronger and being able to, like, hold off the roll knights more and more each time they fight, at least then it would feel like something's happening, because, there's progression. And then it would be like, oh, when the Royal Knights use these cheap tactics and win anyways, it's not because they're just the best and the heroes are useless. It's because they're being forced to resort to, like, fighting unfair just to win. Just like something little like them being like, oh yeah, you're not that bad after all, would go like so far right now.
Yeah.
Just also, anything.
I think it's this episode where they reveal how many areas they have left to get data from. And it's like they have quantified how much data they need before they can resurrect Lucimon.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And it's like 2 or 3 more. So you have to deal with this a few more times.
Oh god, alright. I feel like I'm just getting so done with this series right now.
Yeah, I mean, we both knew that this was the part of it that turns into a slog.
Oh yeah, we knew this was coming. We just didn't, like... Well, I should say I wasn't expecting how bad this would be.
Yeah, because you just saw bits of it. You didn't actually see, like, the whole arc.
Yeah. Digimon Frontier episodes. Okay, yeah, this is When Knights Fall, I think?
Probably the episode where the Royal Knights get defeated.
No, that's a different one. Okay, which episode is this? 44. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's
probably something like Gatsumon, something involving Gatsumon.
It's the towel is literally now you see it, now you don't, or fight together, Koichi's vow, or Koji's vow. Yeah,
okay.
Koji's vow, yeah. And before that was Bad to the Bones, aka Annihilation of the Hometown Messenger from Hell Forest Village.
Man, anime titles are so dumb.
I love it. Man, that's what I know. Roll Knights to Reigns of the Digital World Okay, so we have one more session of this crap, and then we'll finally have plot progress. We got 2 more left.
Yay!
There's 2 left, guys. We can make it through this. Oh, man. If nothing else, just glance at the description. At least the next 2 will add stuff to the plot. At least we will get something. Hopefully, I think, maybe. I don't know, fuck it.